Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. When you think of a koala, what comes to mind? Probably a cute, fluffy creature clinging to a eucalyptus tree. Right? They're one of Australia's most beloved icons. But behind that sleepy, cuddly exterior is an incredible story of survival and adaptation, stretching back millions of years. Today, we're diving deep into the evolutionary journey of the koala, from its ancient ancestors to the specialized tree dweller we know and love. This isn't just a story about a cute animal. It's a masterclass in how life can find its niche and thrive against the odds. To find the roots of the koala family tree, we need to travel way back in time to the Paleogene period. Around 45 to 55 million years ago, Australia was part of the supercontinent Gondwana, and its forests were teeming with early marsupials. These weren't koalas, but their distant relatives. Picture small, tree-dwelling creatures, not much bigger than a possum. They were generalists, scurrying through the canopy, eating a bit of everything: leaves, fruits, maybe even some insects. They had grasping hands and feet, flexible joints, and sharp senses, all the basic tools needed for a life in the trees. These fundamental traits laid the groundwork for what would eventually become the koala lineage. They were the pioneers of the arboreal world, setting the stage for a remarkable evolutionary play. Fast forward to the Oligocene epoch, about 30 to 40 million years ago. The Australian continent had drifted apart, and its climate and forests were changing. It's during this time that we see the first proto-koalas appearing in the fossil record. Fossils from this era reveal marsupials that were larger than their predecessors. Their skeletons show clear adaptations for climbing and even leaping between branches. While they still had a more varied diet than modern koalas, the fossils show the very beginning of a specialization towards eating leaves. Their teeth were starting to develop the ridges and cusps needed to grind down tough plant matter. These weren't quite the koalas we see today, but you could definitely see the family resemblance starting to emerge. They were on their way to becoming leaf-eating specialists. So, how did they go from generalist leaf-eaters to eucalyptus connoisseurs? This is where the koalas family, Phascoloctidae, really comes into focus. This family is part of a larger group of marsupials called Diprotodontiae, which also includes wombats and possums. Through millions of years of natural selection, specific traits were finely tuned. Their claws became stronger and more curved, perfect for digging into bark. On their hands, 2 digits became opposable, acting like a pair of thumbs for an ironclad grip. Their jaws grew incredibly powerful, and their teeth evolved into shearing blades designed to pulverize fibrous eucalyptus leaves. But the most significant change was internal. Koalas developed a super slow metabolism. This was it allowed them to survive on a diet that is not only low in calories, but also highly toxic to most other animals. By specializing in eucalyptus, koalas carved out a unique ecological niche for themselves, one where they had almost no competition for food. It was a high-risk, high-reward strategy that paid off brilliantly. By the Miocene epoch, roughly 15 to 20 million years ago, the koala we'd recognize today was truly taking shape. Fossils show they had become smaller and more streamlined, perfectly built for a life spent almost entirely in the branches of eucalyptus trees. Their digestive system underwent a radical transformation. Their sacuma, part of the large intestine, grew to be incredibly long, sometimes over 2 meters. This, combined with specialized gut bacteria, created a fermentation chamber capable of 2 crucial things: breaking down the tough cellulose in the leaves and, most importantly, detoxifying the potent oils that make eucalyptus poisonous. This dietary lock-in was the defining moment for the species. It ensured their survival in a very specific, and at times, limited environment. But evolution isn't just about physical changes. Behavior is just as important. To cope with their low energy diet, koalas became masters of energy conservation. They are largely nocturnal, which helps them avoid the heat of the day and potential predators. And as you've probably heard, they sleep a lot, up to 20 hours a day. This isn't laziness. It's a survival strategy. They also developed distinct social behaviors. Male koalas are territorial, marking their trees and defending their patch to ensure they have access to the best food sources for themselves and for females and their young. And let's not forget their reproductive strategy. Like other marsupials, koalas give birth to a tiny, jelly bean-sized baby called a joey. This underdeveloped newborn crawls into its mother's pouch, where it continues to grow and develop for months. This is an incredibly efficient way to raise young, balancing the mother's limited energy with the needs of her offspring. The journey wasn't always smooth. During the Pleistocene epoch, which is often called the Ice Age, Australia's climate fluctuated dramatically. Forests expanded and contracted, and many species struggled to adapt. The fossil record shows that several species of ancient koalas, some much larger than the ones alive today, went extinct during this period. The modern koala, Phascolarctos cinereus, is the sole survivor of a once more diverse family. These ancient, giant koalas were more widespread, but as the climate changed and their habitats shrank, only our modern, highly specialized koala had what it took to pull through. This makes the koala we see today not just a product of specialization, but a story of resilience in the face of immense environmental pressure. They are the last of their kind. Today, wild koalas are found in the eucalyptus forests along the eastern and southern coasts of Australia. Their entire existence is woven into the life of these trees. Every part of their being, from their powerful claws and grinding teeth to their slow, deliberate movements, is a direct reflection of millions of years of evolution. They are a living testament to the power of natural selection to perfectly tailor an organism to its environment. However, this extreme specialization also makes them vulnerable. Habitat loss from deforestation, climate change-induced bush, and disease are now pushing these incredible survivors to the brink. Their evolutionary success story has entered a new, challenging chapter written by human impact. So, the evolution of the koala is a profound story of adaptation, specialization, and, ultimately, survival. It's a journey from a small, generalist marsupial scurrying through ancient forests to a highly specialized eucalyptus eater, perfectly designed for life in the treetops. They show us that even the slowest, most seemingly inactive animals are the result of a dynamic, multi-million-year epic. The koala is more than just a cute face. It's a living, breathing monument to the incredible, intricate power of evolution. It is a reminder that every creature has a deep history and a unique place in the web of life. Thanks so much for joining me on this evolutionary adventure. If you found this story as fascinating as I do, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the natural world. Let me know in the comments what anima's evolutionary history you'd like to explore next. See you in the next video.